It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run. And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield. How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run. A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today. Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground. Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball? Absolutely. You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Hold on. Check. Another run for Gibbs here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll try the air now with Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. I
will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Goff going to shift him around. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Gibbs.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start with the option.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Let's go now.
3rd and 4. Throwing, Duggan. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
The Seahawks now at 2-5 to start play. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Come on.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Duggan now to throw. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Third down and 1.
Gibbs straight ahead. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 1st and 10, Goff. We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Here's 2nd and 3. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Gibbs. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Duggan.
Forced out to his left.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Here's Duggan to throw.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 10.
Go! 19 tight. 19 tight. Take go.
To throw is Duggan. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Duggan will look to throw this. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Duggan looking to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing.
Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Now that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's third down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Julian Love picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
19 Lions.
Operating from the gun. Dugan. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A third quarter now, and a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Handoff now to Gibbs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And Gibbs has it. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Gibbs, and that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Dugan. And Walker has it. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. first down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run again with Walker. And some room to maneuver. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Straight ahead, Walker. Oh, and now some space to operate. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Walker. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd down and 3. Up the middle, here's Walker. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks put together a 4th-quarter drive to take the lead. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. So the flag backed him up 5 yards to the 7. They still get the 2-point conversion, though.
Now, was that confidence in the play call they had and in their offense, or just absolute disdain for the defense?
It worked. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now it's gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions now, 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back in the focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots, because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here is 3rd down and 4. On the counter, it's Walker. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Let's go.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and that should just about do it. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change